What is up, guys? Dirty Boot Sports, and we are back with episode 201. Peyton, you missed episode 200 last week.
Oh, man.
We crossed the...
You know what we forgot to do?
Double century mark?
The double centennial, maybe?
Yeah.
You know what we forgot to do?
Bill reminded us.
Bill reminded us that we promised Sean Fox he could come on for the 200th episode.
Whenever we interviewed him for the last one, because he was like, it took 100 episodes and I couldn't come. And then he was like, bring me back for 200.
We forgot.
We need to bring him on for football.
Yeah, we do for sure. Talk about our exciting Saints.
Who dat?
Tech, ULM.
Would you hear the awkward silence when you said Tech? Ooh.
What else is
Ruston
High School?
I feel like
Junior high scheduling conflicts.
I feel like ULM has more of a future than Tech does. Right
Honestly, yeah, they're in a better conference.
yes, a lot better conference.
Hey, that's good.
Hey, speaking of Tech, I can't wait to bet on college football. It's the 3rd and 93 play.
Oh yes.
First thing that pops up on my Twitter.
Texas. They're bringing in some powerhouses next year to the USA though. Delaware and Missouri State.
Delaware.
Yeah, Joe Flacco.
What a drive or flight.
Not even Tech.
Can they even afford to fly?
They got to go to New Mexico State and UTEP.
UTEP.
Yeah.
Delaware to UTEP.
Yeah.
Think about that.
We thought Delaware. Well, we were talking about earlier Delaware State to Hawaii.
Yeah, you know that week 0.
Jesus.
Delaware State to
It's
Hawaii.
Clay said
It's a free
It's
vacation.
longer than Florida State going to Ireland. Like not even the farthest
Dude,
week 0
it's
travel.
an 8-hour flight from LA to Hawaii. I can imagine. We're talking about a 20-hour flight
That's ridiculous.
at least.
You jet lag for
Maybe
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean,
They're playing in Ireland, though, Florida State
Yeah.
is?
Florida State, Georgia Tech.
Why?
how random is that, right?
You know,
Well,
last year
they're
they
not
did
even
the-
Notre Dame. Notre Dame makes more sense.
Yeah, but ACC.
Because Georgia Tech makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
Yeah. Somebody had to be the sacrificial lamb there, I guess.
That's right.
Maybe Billy Norvell or Mike Norvell, whatever his name is from there. Or something.
Billy Norvell.
Napier. Billy Napier. That's Florida. Wrong
Dude,
Florida school.
Give me
I'm shook over
the
here right
remote
now.
for that TV. Because I want to see the
It don't work.
Florida game.
Clay cut the cord.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we did cut the cord. Shout out Elon.
Shout out Eli.
Hey,
You saw his interview with Trump did a Billy the other day on Twitter.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Billy.
Trump's back on Twitter.
997 million. Wow. Yeah.
That's a big number.
That's a lot of numbers.
That's a lot of numbers.
I'm kind of surprised there's a billion Twitter users.
I feel like that's my DirecTV bill. You know?
Okay, hey, go to Starlink.
Shout out to YouTube
Go to
TV.
Starlink.
Hey, shout out Elon.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is our college football introduction, I guess, to the year. We're gonna talk actual, the other teams.
Not tonight, though.
Yeah, not tonight. We're gonna talk to them, maybe next week or the week after, before week 0 happens. Hopefully, it's coming soon though. 2 weeks from Sunday, LSU will kick off, and we're here tonight to talk about some LSU football. It is going to be offense this episode, and then we're going to hopefully cut it off and talk some defense right after, but try to keep it around an hour for each side of the ball, and then we'll do our hour-long special teams, right?
Well, our special teams are. We might need longer than an hour.
Hey, the dude from Parkway, the kicker, that dude can freaking boot it, dude. Boot it.
We can do a special team / coaching staff episode. That would work. I mean, we could talk coaching staff all day. Probably.
I think the Tech punter is going to be the starter too. By the way,
really.
That's what it looks
what
like.
about Mr. All-American Todd?
Peyton Todd? He is struggling.
How do you struggle?
Well, you got to catch the football before you can punt it.
Okay.
We're whiffing some on the snaps.
Oh my God.
Hitting a few shanks. Man's nervous.
That's just like
That's a big spotlight for him.
he's been at LSU like 3 years.
Yeah.
Just sitting
Who?
there.
Peyton Todd.
The West
Oh,
Monroe
West
kid.
Monroe
punter.
kid.
Yeah, I think the Tech transfer is going to take a spot.
Like
He hit like a 68-yarder the other day, they said. This is funny when I heard this. He's like, he hit a 68-yard punt. The next one, he hit a knuckler 30 yards, and Aaron Anderson dropped it.
There we go, baby. We're back. We're back.
With the muff.
That's like at
God.
what point of a punter do you just like leave? Like
the
go
yips.
punt somewhere else.
Well, I mean, that's what this Tech, the transfer, this is his third school.
Yeah.
He keeps transferring.
Go punt somewhere else,
Go
man.
punt somewhere else, Peyton. Go back to home.
Yeah.
Go ULM.
Like, what are you doing? Are you going to get better from year 1 to year 4? Just
Absolutely
redshirting as a
not.
punter? Like,
Yeah.
My God. And if he's struggling this bad, what's going to happen whenever he gets out there and
Under the lights.
Alabama's special teams running at you?
I know.
God, he's going to be terrified.
Blows my mind you can be that bad.
And that was
Such a highly.
yeah.
I watched him punt in person, and dude, he looked like a true college.
He's like the number one punter in the nation.
Yes.
Like,
He had a little hang time with the foot in the air. With the boom.
Man. Yeah.
oh, it's crazy.
miss you,
but
Greg
this
McMahon.
this-
That was a coach that BK should have kept.
Which one?
Greg McMahon, the
Yeah.
special teams coach.
where's Brad?
Who's the new one now? We just got a new one. Who is it?
The oh shoot, just went blank on his name. I almost said the Tulane tight ends coach, but it's not him.
I do not know. I don't know special teams coaches' names.
Clay, go to the website.
Oh,
Football
my
Rock.
God.
It's right there.
Hold up. What are we even looking at?
It's right there.
teams.
Coaching staff.
Yeah, coaching staff.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, you're acting like I'm telling you to go around the world and back.
Slade Nagel.
Nagel. He looks like a
it is
special
the Tulane
teamer.
guy. Yeah,
He
he came from Tulane.
He looks pissed off.
I bet he was a deep snapper.
Look at that. His
Freaking
nose is
right,
crooked.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's recruiting a highly tight end right now, actually, for us. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. He's got one in class. And he
We got a
wants to.
couple of them. We got a couple
We got
of good
lots of
tight ends.
Yes. Yeah.
I
Trade
saw
green.
Field Yates tweeting about Mason Taylor yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like going to be a stud. Like he caught like a simple pass in practice. He's like stud.
He might be a first round pick.
Oh,
Clay, he's going to test well.
He's going to test really well. He's the number one in the draft, guaranteed.
6'5", 255.
Yeah.
Is he gonna? Do you leave early as a
Heck,
tight end?
Oh, he's
yeah.
gone. He's
Wow.
gone. He's
Trey Dance is
absolutely
gone in 3 years.
That's why they're recruiting 2 tight ends in this class.
That's crazy.
He knows
He's got to go.
He's gone. You don't come back.
That's crazy.
Last year he was just banged up, and you forgot how great he is.
Yes.
That's all it is.
But before we get into our offense, we're going to do an ad read, and then we'll get it going. Championship Carts is the premier dealer of Evolution luxury golf carts for North Louisiana. We carry a variety of models to choose from with carts that seat 2, 4, or 6, and a selection of 8 color options. All of our products are equipped with lithium batteries, a 9-inch touchscreen, Bluetooth capabilities, and backup cameras, and select models offer silent off-road tires to tackle a more rugged terrain. You can find Championship Carts on Facebook or Instagram. Give us a call at 318-560-3464 so we can discover which model would be the perfect fit for you. Peyton, a little bit of golf news for you, huh?
Hey.
You dominated this past weekend, huh?
Yeah, that was one of them
So
weekends.
Porter hit a hole in one.
Yeah.
I was wondering because I knew there's no way y'all birdied every par 3. Did you birdie every par 3? There's no way.
Which, let's see, on Monday, we did with the hole-in-one.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. We should have shot 20 on Sunday. We missed a 6.5 footer on hole 13 for a birdie.
On which hole?
It's 13. 4 on the back.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
I was getting there.
Yeah. Yeah. We got hot. It was a fun weekend.
We got hot.
say the
Yeah,
least.
you shot a 107. Yeah.
Well, I
Over
think
2 days.
the Championship Carts guy was second place, right? Lance?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got second.
Yeah,
there you go.
he
So
was.
suck that. Yeah. Dirty Boot Sports, baby.
That's right.
But yeah, this is LSU football offense. Where do we even start? Do we just want to go with our quarterback?
The Nuss Bus.
Go position by
You got
position.
to. You
Nuss
got
bus.
to.
Are we on the Nuss bus?
Are we on the Nuss Bus?
It's either that or we're flying with the Swan. There's no in between.
I'm driving the Nuss Bus. Let's go.
Hey, I have my CDO now. I can drive the bus.
Oh,
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, we know Nuss is better than Jane Daniels, so I'm expecting Heisman.
1,000%.
1,010%.
Like,
Number 1 overall pick, not number 2.
yeah, it's got to be number 1 pick. Got to be Heisman. What else does he need to do?
National championship.
Yeah, national championship.
I mean, if he wins that, it's
No big deal.
screw Jaden.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
amen. Yeah, where's that top 10 list? We have 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, and 3, yeah.
Which, in my opinion, Tua should have been above Jaden for an SEC. The past 10 years, I'd take Tua over
Yeah,
Jaden.
I would have put,
Where did they have him at?
They had Jaden at number 2 behind Burrow.
yeah.
Top 10 SEC quarterbacks past 10 years.
What?
Yeah.
They had
There's
Tua-
no way that's an accurate
Burrow,
list.
2 at 3.
Jaden, and 2 at 3.
That's the one that
Who is? I need
Chris
to see that
Doring.
list.
it's just like SEC
Chris
Network
Doring.
people.
Who?
Chris Doring, the guy on SEC
Who the
Network.
heck is that?
You know him. Just show
Oh,
him.
I'm talking about like who's number 4 quarterback.
Oh.
There's got to be somebody
I
better.
thought you were the one that made the list.
No,
I think I found it yesterday, right?
You did. You sent it in the group.
Yeah,
'cause
I saw
that was when
the
Moscona was
was
tripping about
trying
the
to figure out the
receiver.
receivers.
was it the receiver list that I saw?
Yes.
Yeah. Of because Terrace Marshall wasn't on there.
No.
Did
they
anybody
put
look
the-
at his stats from 2019?
But
Well,
they
I
put the
think-
Georgia kid on
I
there.
think his issue was that his best year was 2020 when the stats didn't look as good.
That is
'Cause
true.
he
He
was
was a
great.
dog in 2020. He had like 4 touchdowns against Vanderbilt that year. It felt like
Yeah, I think.
Or was
he
it
actually
Missouri?
did. No, Vanderbilt. Did
It's
we lose to
Missouri.
Vandy that year?
It was
We lost to
Missouri.
Missouri.
It was Missouri because Miles Brennan kind of sold me on himself that game. I was like, oh, he can do
I
it.
think I found it.
what a name.
Was that Bo Pelini, D coordinator that
That was
year?
Bo.
God,
It was Burrow at 1, Daniels at 2, Tua at 3. I would have definitely had Tua at 2. Dak at 4, Bryce Young at 5, which Bryce Young won a Heisman. Dak
I would have
did
had
not.
Bryce in front of Dak. I would have had Dak top 5 because Dak wasn't that great in college.
No,
I mean, he
no.
really
Like,
wasn't.
he was good, but
Yeah.
I didn't know it's only been 10 years from being out of college.
it's probably
No,
been
no, no.
10 on the dot.
The last 10 years.
No,
That's what I'm talking about. I'm
Oh.
shocked it's been 10 years.
Well, he
It's
was
only been 10 years.
2014 draft.
He,
Yeah,
wa- he
He's
was
on the fringe.
well. I mean,
he was the
wa-
first
it
as
was-
long as the CFP's been around.
It was because they were the top 2.
Yeah,
They were the
number
Them
one.
and Ole
first ever
Miss.
1 seed in the
Yeah.
playoff rankings.
Yeah. Bryce at 5, Stetson at 6, Jalen Hurts at 7, Jake Fromm at 8, Hendon Hooker at 9, Mac Jones at 10. Mac would have probably been a little bit higher in my opinion. I would have put him above Hooker.
Yeah,
And I
would
don't
put
even
him on
like
Hooker.
Mac.
I mean, Hooker had the one. Which
1
Mac,
year.
Mac had the one, but it
Did
was
Fromm
a
win a-
great year.
That was when everybody was
Fromm won a
taking turns, though,
championship?
at there.
Did Fromm win a championship?
no.
No, because that's the game Tua came in and they beat Georgia.
So has
Fromm
anyone-
was in it.
So Stetson's the only one that's won a
Yes.
championship?
Yeah.
So they've only won 2.
Right.
Okay.
2 of the last
3.
3.
Yeah.
Is there any other
Quarterback
big-
Did Bryce
Yeah.
win one?
No, Bryce did not win
Bryce
one.
did not.
But he won a Heisman.
Right.
I would have had him above Dak. I'd probably go Burrow, Tua, Jaden, Bryce.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
yeah, I'm okay with
I
that.
also would. I'd probably put Hurts top 5. I'd put Hurts over Stetson and Dak. I mean, Hurts got them to the championship. Yeah, he got pulled, but
yeah, but you can't. Stetson's got 2 championships.
screw it though. He threw 4 picks in
And
preseason.
Jalen got pulled in the championship game.
Yeah, but Jalen was just
I just don't like
put
Stetson.
Jalen on Georgia. See what happens. If you want that wide receiver list, did you look at that, Chance? Did you look at the receiver list?
Sorry, I just got a text message, dude, and I freaked out in my head.
Did you look at the receiver list?
Y'all do play next Tuesday, don't y'all?
No,
Oh.
it ain't this. No, it ain't this. I'm not playing him next Tuesday. It's just not happening.
The receiver list was Devonta Smith, Jamar Chase, Amari Cooper,
Yeah, Malik
Justin
was ahead of
Jefferson.
Terrace, like
Malik who?
neighbors.
Oh, he deserves to be ahead of Marshall. Marshall's big year being 2020
He would have had the
was
same role as Terrace did.
Elijah Moore being 6 was kind of crazy.
I don't remember him.
Him
in
being above
college.
Judy.
I just remember him testing well at the
He
combine.
tested well at combat is because they didn't have an offense when he was
Yeah.
there. Really.
Yeah, him and AJ.
Which-
like,
I
neither one of them.
DK Metcalf didn't make the list either. That was
No.
kind of weird. But Judy was like, I think he'd been top 5 in my opinion. Judy was awesome. Also, it's even, thinking back, Dak being in the last decade, Amari Cooper in the last decade seems even weirder. But let's talk about LSU. So we got Nuss, who will be number 2 on that list next year. Ricky Collins, is he number 2 right now?
Right now, yeah.
So
AJ.
why is AJ Swan even here?
I don't really
He's
know.
at least not the backup. Why is he here?
Because I think they thought he would be the backup, but Ricky's had a really good practice training camp. He looked really good. He's slinging the ball
that's,
everywhere.
That's kind of crazy to me because whenever
He's
he
QB1
committed, it
next
was
year.
just like,
but
why?
I mean, AJ's
Do you? I don't think that. Though.
okay. But do you
Do you think Ricky's number 1 next year?
No,
I don't think he ever plays a down of a starter
Nuss is
at
coming
LSU.
back?
Underwood.
He's gonna start as a true freshman.
True. Ryan Clark said
What about Hurley?
Ryan Clark said he ain't coming to campus and not starting.
What about Hurley?
Dude, don't get me excited, Peyton. Don't get me excited.
So would Hurley ever touch the field for us if
That's-
Underwood
that's,
starts?
That's the one thing.
Probably not.
That's the one thing I don't know. I mean, unless Hurley has a really good.
Yeah. Or which I don't
gets
think. I
bulked
don't
up.
think we can assume that Nuss leaves.
Nuss is gone.
You think?
Nuss is gone.
I mean,
I mean,
if
if
he's
better have a
gone,
year.
then
He's better have a good year.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
if
He's gotta
Nuss
have a good year.
if Nuss balls out and has good stats,
He's
gone.
old, man. He's
Yeah,
old.
exactly. He's
but
gone.
that him being old might be a reason. I mean, what's he going to do in the NFL as opposed to fifth year at LSU NIL money. You know?
Start his career clock.
But for him, Stetson's in the NFL.
Look at the
Why can't Nuss?
look at the quarterback class this year. Why wouldn't you go?
Oh, this year sucks.
It's terrible.
Besides
Yeah.
like Carson
I mean,
Beck.
he'd be dumb not to.
It just depends on how good he does. Because
Other than Beck and Sanders,
yeah,
That's it.
who else are we talking about?
I mean, you're going to talk yourself into Riley Leonard. That's
He
about it.
he goes out and balls out this year. He's the top 5 easy in this class.
yeah.
at the
I
position.
think there's a way that happens for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, like I don't see him coming back. If he comes back, that scares me for the year because I feel like he doesn't ball out like we think he's going to ball out, unless he just loves
And
LSU,
if
which
that's
he does.
the case, is that maybe why Swan is here?
Yeah, Swan's a senior.
It says junior. Is that
he?
wrong?
I thought he was a senior, but
I
maybe
did too. Maybe as a COVID year.
he might have one. He might have a COVID year or something. I swore he was a senior.
No, he's only played 2 years.
Really? Okay. Oh.
So maybe that's why he's here. Maybe he thinks he can win his senior year.
I think he thought he was going to be the backup.
Yeah.
And he'd just rather go somewhere and do that instead of go to freaking UTEP
But
or
for
something.
Ricky,
and-
I just feel like he's just going to forever be at LSU and
I just
then
don't see him
be
going
a
nowhere.
backup. Yeah.
unless Tulane says, "Hey, come with
Yeah.
us."
Maybe
and,
he
you
backs
know,
up for 4 years and then his
Goes
his
somewhere
last year he goes
local.
and plays.
Yeah.
But yeah, if Underwood steps on campus day one,
I mean,
why is Hurley
Ryan
here?
Clark said he's not coming on any campus and not expecting to start for year one. I mean, he's coaching him on his.
That'd be crazy to like. Hurley would just not play.
That's what that's my only. And I love Hurley.
Yeah.
I just don't know unless he makes a big climb this year, gets bulked up, gets bigger. I don't see. I mean, Bryce is early enrolling,
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
so I mean, man,
It's gonna be hey.
It's
too
a
many
problem we
quarterbacks.
haven't
Good
had.
problem
That's
to
good.
have.
Yes.
Thank you, Joe Burrow. Yet again.
Honestly, yeah. Thank you, Joe Burrow.
Yeah, that's because of him.
Thank you, Joe Burrow and Joe Brady.
Yeah, I just
And
don't
Livy
know.
Dunn.
Livy's never a bad person to think. That's
Always
we'll
gotta
thank
thank
her,
her.
whatever.
Oh. Need to get a candle with her.
Shout out Skeens.
Instead of Taysom.
We do need a
Taysom and
candle.
Livy. Yeah.
Shout out Paul Skeens.
Yeah. Shout out Paul Skeens. Gave
You
up
think he
four.
could play quarterback?
Gave up 4 the other day against.
Have you seen him throw a football in his warm-ups?
Yeah, I ain't seen like
He could sling it.
drop a shit. He can.
running backs.
This is interesting.
Josh Williams, number 1. I
This is
think
the
I think
run.
he could be listed as a starter.
I think they're going to list him as a starter, but we all know who the
I think
real
Caleb's
guy.
number 1. Yeah, I'm excited for some Caleb Jackson.
Did you put
this
that on
year.
the fridge?
What?
Caleb Jackson will be. When I laughed when we saw the top 3 preseason All SEC teams, and Caleb was not on the running back, and I said Caleb Jackson
There's
will be
3 SEC teams?
first, second, and third team.
Jesus, why is there 3? That's too many.
It
There's
doesn't
only
matter.
2 on the video game.
Really?
I wonder why that's different.
Well, I mean, it might have been a certain platform, the SEC Network might have done that or something,
Yeah.
but he will be a All SEC running back.
Caleb Jackson.
Just
all-
chance. Did you see him when he ran over West Weeks yesterday in practice?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, did I not send that?
Did you see Weeks' response on?
No.
They posted a video of Weeks getting.
I don't think I
interviewed.
sent it because I couldn't tell if it was baby weeks or old weeks.
It was definitely Baby Weeks.
It was.
I saw the 40.
It was 40, right? I
Yeah.
couldn't remember the number. The other one's
Yeah.
33.
That's right.
Popped his tail,
He-
dude.
They interviewed him in like the
Freaking
whatever
truck.
that big room is that everybody meets in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
the
he was
meeting
like,
room. It's called the meeting room.
okay, that big room they meet in.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, "Yeah, that happens when you play football." He's like, "Yeah, I'm glad he's on my side."
Yeah. When you gain 30 pounds in the off season, I mean,
Pure
yeah.
muscle.
Pure muscle.
I had to have that talk with a kid at my practice yesterday. Kid got waylaid, and I'm like, he started like he was crying. You know, he's just a little 7th grader. I was like, well, buddy, he's on our team, so that's a good thing.
I feel pretty good about our Vikings under 6.5 back here.
Ooh, that's definitely a for sure.
Shout out
lock.
Sam Darnold.
watch out, watch for Sam to have a career year.
Oh,
I think Sam
I
will have-
almost said something really stupid.
with Kevin O'Donnell, I could see him doing pretty good. Look at all them quarterbacks he made look good last year.
He's got Justin Jefferson out there too,
Sam
and
Darnold.
Hawk halfway through the year.
If Sam Darnold looks good, I'll do a challenge. I don't know. I hate that man.
You think about
hate
all the
him.
names that they ran through at quarterback, and he made them look decent.
I trust Dobbs over Darnold. I'll take Nick Mullins over Darnold.
I thought the BYU kid was going to be
Hey,
good
screw it.
after
Give me
that
Jaron
little
Hall over
stretch.
Darnold. I hate Darnold.
Tell you who I
Also,
don't hate.
Peyton, you missed last episode where our Bills under 9.5 for
Ooh.
plus money.
Oh,
They have a tough schedule.
I didn't support that.
Yeah, but you wanted to.
Yeah.
You knew it deep down that it's true. You just couldn't say it.
Super Bowl.
They're not winning 10 games. They're not. Now the Jets, they might win 12. They were having that third place schedule. Oof.
It's easy.
That Jets team
Cakewalk.
looks good. They look good.
Cakewalk.
Let's talk about LSU though. Running back, Josh Williams, Caleb Jackson, John Emery. Is he?
And Caden Durham.
How long's Emery on the team?
Emery's
The whole year. He's
Emery's
eligible.
Good. Emery's good.
He ain't got to go to
He's
class.
got no more class. He's got no more class.
Hell, he's getting his doctorate.
That will not get in his way anymore.
Hey, if he's getting his master's, we know he has to be at this point, or doctorate, whichever one. Does his grades for that count against him? I've never thought about that.
Well, it doesn't matter because
it's not an undergrad.
Like, he could flunk out this semester. He won't.
He won't be able
It don't matter for next year
Because
or
it's
nothing.
eligible for when you flunk out in the
Once
fall,
the season
you can't
ends,
practice
he's
in the
done.
spring. Right, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, unless he has a 7th year
Dude,
somewhere.
if I knew I was going pro,
Well, this
dude, I wouldn't do nothing.
This is
if I was
6 years.
leaving
is
early.
6 year, yeah.
He
'Cause
might have a 7.
He was on the 19 team.
Yeah, he's got a ring.
We got to have that veteran leadership.
I mean, I really think it sucks
Like-
not having Trey Holly, but you just don't want an injury in that room
Yeah.
because
We can't afford it.
Yeah, it's
Because-
honestly kind of shocking looking at that and seeing only 4 names
And you
now
have
that
4
Trey's not on
walk-ons.
there.
well, because of Trey. I mean, if Trey's there, you got 5, and that's about all you want in there.
more
I mean,
than
that's,
enough.
that's too full of a room.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're a
But at LSU, you're used to having 5 or 6, it feels like.
you are, and you're just
Because
an
we use them
injury
like bell
away.
cows,
though.
but now we don't use them like bell cows.
Now-
no,
Malachi
thing.
Lane. I don't know who that is. It sounds like a name. That's all I'm going to say. If you give him the ball, I feel good. I don't know why.
He's wearing a decent number too.
Yeah, 30, and he's a junior. Walk on.
good size.
Yeah, 6 foot 224.
The others are transfers too, so that's interesting.
Let's see where Malachi Lane is from. But I'm
I
going
mean,
to
he
give him
looks
the ball.
part.
I'm going to give him the ball. He's from Spring Branch, Texas.
That's a little neck though.
He got a carry last year.
He don't have big
He
shoulders.
probably can't take a good lick in the
He don't
hole.
have big shoulders
Why? So he's just been walking on for a couple years.
from Texas.
Hey, I'm just saying. If it
Mom
got
or
bad,
daddy probably
if it
went
got
there.
bad, I don't feel too bad about giving him the ball.
Dude, I catch myself watching every snap. I didn't know he
He got
come
one
in the
snap
Army
against
game.
Army. Yeah,
I need Angevine to call me.
that was the Trey Holly game though, the Army game, right?
Yeah, that was trail game.
Let's go on to
That's where he got his 16 touches.
So final predictions, I guess, for that running back room. We all are
Caleb
very high on
Jackson's the
Caleb
man.
Jackson. Jackson's going to be awesome.
And then,
How much
and then
work
you
do we
ro-
see from Emery?
You rotate between him and Williams. And
I would say, like, if in my ideal world, 60% Jackson, 30 Josh, 10 Emery.
yeah,
That's how I would go.
Yeah. That's
I don't really want Emery on the field.
because they trust Williams.
Yeah, if you give him a carry, you feel like
You
it's
feel
something
good.
good's going to work.
Yes.
And then Durham.
At this point, you're rewarding Emery for even finishing school.
Yeah.
At this point,
Yeah,
just
just-
throw him a bone.
Yeah.
And you want Durham to get a few carries here and there, but nothing meaningful.
Yeah.
I don't like him wearing 29.
Yeah, 22 open up for him.
Should've
Wait,
given
what
a better
number
number.
Emery is that? Is that like his 3rd number now?
So
his
no,
second. He
so
went forward in there.
So he lost the number because when he went to the portal, he was going to go to UCLA. The
Liberty kid.
Liberty
Daniel.
receiver
Number
came and
4.
got 4. So I mean,
Hey,
he been-
he's looked good too.
it's really
Has he
good.
been 4 the whole time? Emery?
Yes.
Been
Okay.
4 his whole career.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not
Because he came
shout
out
out to him. Not
He came out of high school as a 5-star.
yeah.
Like we thought he was going to play in 2019.
And then Joe Burrow said, "Get the F him off the
And
field."
Clyde
when he
decided
missed
he
that
wanted to
block.
play. And Clyde decided he wanted to play football.
Yeah,
Yeah.
know?
Oh, we love Clyde.
So now he's tipping
I
his
saw a
hat.
picture the other day of Chris Curry. Remember him?
Oh,
he
yeah.
had that. He had a
he
good.
was still running the
dreads.
ball for Utah last year.
Yeah.
Last year, I thought he was done last year.
Didn't he go to like North Carolina for a little bit or something?
No, he went straight to Utah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
straight to Utah.
Check, he might have another year.
Bring him home.
Bring him home. Nah, he's done.
Is he done? Okay.
He's done. 6 years.
Dude,
He
it
had
was
a year.
remarkable.
He had a good year, and like, I mean, didn't he have a good game in the Oklahoma game?
Yes.
Yeah, he had to start
He had
because
a
Clyde was hard.
He started
That's crazy.
and had a great
We
game.
thought. I remember thinking
He's the future.
we're going to be okay.
Yeah, 90 yards in the semifinal game.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That shows you how bad Oklahoma was
Shout out Chris Curry.
and how
good
unstoppable we
yeah,
were.
just how good we were as a freaking team. Wide receiver room, though. Two-headed monster, I would say.
Freaking loaded.
Two-headed monster.
Dude,
Chance's favorite wide receiver, Kyron Lacey.
he's going to drop a pass over the middle this year.
It's going to happen.
Week 1.
I'm going to be so pissed.
Week 1.
He will.
I'm going to be so pissed.
He's going to drop one. Just got to give it. Let him have the
He
drop.
looks so good on the tweet right now, dude.
Yeah.
He looks so good.
Kyron Lacey is our solidified 1, it looks like, but I think a 1B right now, probably CJ Daniels, who
He's
he's on the Blitnikoff
That's what I
list,
say. He's
and not
getting
Lacey.
Yeah.
So that's cool to see. But Daniels, the transfer out of Liberty, 6'2", 205.
He a stud.
Yeah, he's already produced at Liberty, which not
But
so
they-
great of
They
one.
played good schools last year.
They're
and he
Conference
produced.
USA.
And they produced.
Yeah, they played Tech.
Yeah, man. They play high quality defenses.
Played Tech.
Hilton going to have a year.
Don't
Yeah. We've been
Parker.
waiting on Chris Hilton to finally get his chance.
I hope he stays healthy.
I hope so,
I'm
too.
pulling for him, man.
I hope so too.
He seemed like a good dude.
Yeah, I mean, I've been excited for him for a while.
I like
now
him wearing a
'cause
3. It looks better.
Yeah,
It feels like
Yeah.
he could be the guy that could be like that next stud.
could be the one that stepped up last year. Could be like a Lacey was last year.
What game was that? He dropped that pass in the end zone. Was that Bama?
That was the Bama game. Yeah.
I could see him being our next high draft pick, though, in terms of like a Neighbors or someone like that.
Hilton?
I think he could be the guy.
Well, he better have a great year this year to do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he has the potential to be that guy, more so than Lacey and Daniels. I mean, I don't think they have much upside in terms of the future for them. And then, you also have Shelton Sampson, who's a huge freak, 6'4", 195. Kyle Parker, 5'11", 197.
I've read something about the Watkins kid somewhere. I can't remember.
He's a freshman. He's nicked up right now. Has a foot.
But he
and
had a
ankle
good
sprain.
start.
He weighs
didn't he?
163.
Is that what it
Yeah,
was?
Yeah.
That's an issue. 163.
He's a speedster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did Trenton Holiday weigh? Probably more than that.
No, Trenton probably weighed less than that.
Really?
Because Trenton was shorter
thick.
than that.
He was thick though.
But he was shorter than 5'9".
Yeah.
Let's see. Trenton Holiday weight 169. That might have
Nice.
been in the pros though.
I mean, how tall is Trenton? 5'7",
5'7",
5'6", I
6".
think. 5'6",
Yeah,
5'7".
I mean,
I love Trenton, man.
me too.
Aaron Anderson as well. Speaking of Trenton Holiday, hopefully he gets some more
What's the
playing
red
time.
highlighted mean on this depth chart we're looking at?
That's what Ibieta?
Yeah,
Medical red shirt. He retired.
medically
actually.
unavailable.
He retired.
but they
He called
Really?
it quits. Yeah.
I just saw a picture of him the other day. I thought,
He called it quits the other day.
really?
He said, "I'm retired. My body can't handle football no more."
Oh well, don't be counting on Landon Ibetta this year.
Yeah.
We have an
Zavon Thomas.
We have an Elaire, Calvin Elaire, number 26. Walk on.
Savon Thomas is the Mississippi State transfer. His name gets brought up a lot.
Is that what is PR1? Is that punt return?
Punt
Punt
returner.
returner. Yeah.
Okay.
He was
That's why he's here.
all SEC punt returner last
Yeah.
year at
We
Mississippi
got him
State.
from Mississippi State. He's
Yeah.
here to return kicks.
That
and
was
punts.
there. Yeah.
What about this other one? Kylan, I'm not even going to try to pronounce the last
Billy.
name.
I don't remember him.
B.O.
I'm guessing he's from down south.
6'3".
He was a highly recruited receiver. But I mean, I'm telling you, don't sleep on Kyle Parker.
So we thinking definitely Kyron and CJ being a heavy workload, BTJ neighbors type thing.
And you can't forget Mason Taylor at tight end.
Yeah. And then Hilton, Parker. Do we think Samson gets enough run this year?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
He's getting a lot of run at practice.
That's the next one, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He's the next guy.
He'll be our guy next year.
Yeah.
And then Aaron
He'll
Anderson
take the BTJ step
Yeah.
next year that he took last year.
And then moving on to tight ends. God.
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
Is that the strength of our team?
Yes.
Mac Markway transferred though,
I mean, one just left. Yeah, last week. Matt
because
Markway.
he saw Trey Dez dressed out. And
He
he's like-
saw Trey Dez and he said, "I
Dirty
can't
Boot Sports
handle
alumni.
this."
Trey
He said, "I'm good."
Mason Taylor, Pimpton, and Trey Dez.
That's your three.
That's a heck of a trio.
Heck of a three.
Hey, that is-
I want a package
with all three of
with
them.
all three
all
of them
three.
out there.
Hey, put Trey Dez outside.
Dude, we've ran a 3 tight end package before.
Yeah.
We
Come
were
on.
underneath center though. I want
Now that third tight end we probably didn't know the name of.
Because, I mean, Trey Dez is,
Pimpton playing sniffer.
he's listed at tight end, but he's going to be a receiver, right?
Exactly.
More so that
He
way.
ain't got enough weight in his britches.
Listed at 245.
They probably lying. Put Trey Dez out wide. Okay. Put Mason on the line. Pimpton at sniffer. okay, Josh at tail, and then put Lacey at the other receiver, and we're going to cause some problems.
Or do we put Samson on the other receiver as a jumbo package?
No, you got to put Lacey.
That is so freaking big. If you put
Yeah.
Sampson
Yeah.
with them out there like that, I mean, you're talking about 6'5" and up.
Yeah.
And then you put Ricky out there, let him do a little agile stuff.
There you go. But yeah, the tight ends is going to be very fun to watch this year. How much work behind Taylor do the other two get though? Like in terms of snaps,
lot.
like
dude.
Taylor's
They're
probably
all
out
gonna
there.
play.
He's going to be out there.
100% of the time.
Yeah,
Every
he's-
snap that he physically can. do.
Exactly. I think so too. I think Trey Dez is going to be a package guy.
Yeah.
Certain
And then
red zones, certain.
What about Pimpton? Do you think
I think he'll get rotated in and out a lot.
Okay.
I don't think he's going to be.
anytime we have a two tight end set, you think
yes,
it's going to be
it's going to
Pimpton?
always be Pimpton. Yeah. I think Taylor, though, is going to be 100% of the time he's out there.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's going to be hard to keep Trey Dez off that field. Though.
It's going to be so hard to get Trey Dez off the field. I mean, he makes plays every practice. When you
Yeah.
listen to practice reports, he made a play.
Every time.
I
Every
mean,
time.
he's so freaking good.
And then what about this O line?
Oh, God.
Left tackle, Will Campbell,
All-American.
top 3 pick.
Guaranteed.
If not higher, depending on the team.
Depends on what the team is.
Emory Jones on the other side at tackle. You can't feel better about them two. Like they're
At all.
just freaks.
I mean, the whole line.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like we should have the best offensive
Look
line
at those
in football.
numbers. Look at those snap numbers beside each one of your starters.
Yeah.
And they've all played
Dellinger,
together.
723 snaps. Feels like he should have more than that, honestly. But I
Yeah.
guess he always kept getting hurt.
Yeah, he did.
Or Andres Pete.
Yes, he was.
Miles Frazier at the other guard. And then center, we have DJ Chester. Is he going to be starting?
He's a starter.
Okay, so redshirt freshman.
Yes.
That's a little.
It's
that's
scary.
a little bit scary.
I know.
Especially, I mean, center and
But you've heard
center
no.
in the SEC.
You've never heard no problems at practice. Granted, our D tackles aren't that strong suit, so he's not getting a lot of pressure. But I mean, no bad snaps. I mean,
Played 81 snaps,
and
and he
he
was still a redshirt.
I'm almost 100% sure he was the starter for your bowl game.
That's
last
what I was
year.
about to ask. He's played 81 snaps, but he's still redshirts. That means he played like heavy in a game or two.
I think he
like, he
started
played
the
a
bowl
game.
game. Yeah.
Backups though, I mean, you got like Weston Davis, who very large man, backing up at tackle. Who is Bo Bordelon? He's been around a couple years.
Yeah. Future
Newman.
guard. He'll be
Okay.
starting next year. Yeah, he's from Newman. His dad was
Yes, I remember that now.
his dad
brother-
was an all timer at LSU at offensive line.
He was really skinny coming out of high school,
He
right?
was like 235.
like
or
looked like a
240.
tight end.
Yeah, now he's 310.
310. That's insane.
Yeah.
dude.
I want to say he was 235 coming out of high school.
I remember seeing a picture thinking,
And they were
Not
saying
sure.
and they were saying last year at practice they were like he's going to be
Yeah.
good. And
which
then
I
we-
thought the same thing about Will Campbell coming out of high
Yeah.
school, and it took him a summer.
Took him a summer.
It took him a summer, and he looked
Yeah,
D1.
that's still, yeah.
Yeah, like he was out there snap one. Like, he was ready.
Yes.
He was ready.
They're high on Western Davis, the freshman
Yeah.
coming in.
It's a good backup option if things go wrong with someone.
It's a great backup option.
And we'll have some blowouts. You would hope.
Yeah.
Pretty early. We play.
freaking better. We better beat the dog crap out of USC. Don't be pissed.
I don't
I don't know about
honestly
that.
don't know how
Don't make no excuses for us
USC's
now.
defense front seven is going to be able to hold up against that offensive line.
Yeah.
It
I mean,
can't.
there-
Nobody
there-
can.
There's no way they can.
Nobody.
But still, it is first game, and there's
Don't care, dude.
I
don't care.
I don't expect us to win by 30
I'd say
or
2
nothing.
touchdowns.
I think
It
yeah,
better
Yeah.
be comfortable.
2 touchdowns.
We better be able to get in victory.
yeah, hopefully. But then you got the Nichols game, South Alabama. That might be tricky.
Yeah.
because they're always pretty tough.
They always play us good,
Good
too.
coaches.
so yeah, you'll get some
Them Sun Belt teams play us tough every time,
yeah,
man.
you'll get some snaps for these young guys that are backing up on the line, and get some good experience for them. But really, no issues on the O line.
No, absolutely no issue. The biggest takeaway for the offense, I think, this year is see what Joe Sloan does.
Yeah,
I mean, you forget you lost your OC, which kind of
it's Sloan /
it is, but
Wide receiver guy.
every
I forget
time
his name.
every time you
Everybody knows who it is.
yeah, I about to say every time they mention it in an interview, it's always Joe Sloan. It's always Joe Sloan.
They gave that guy titles so he can help
So he
keep on
wouldn't
helping
go nowhere.
recruit.
Yeah, because he would stay. I'm ready to see how Joe gets. I mean, he's done it, did it at Tech, but this
He's good at Tech, too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
This is still
Started
a
out
little
as the
different.
inside receivers coach at Tech.
I mean, and look, we're not gonna get. I mean, Nuss is gonna throw some picks, so get ready.
And that's
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, that's
I'm
fine.
okay with
I'm
that.
okay with that. Yeah,
Just throw that song gun.
Just sling
I don't
the thing.
care, dude.
And I think he is.
Let your thing hang and show me that you want it.
Yeah.
You know, that's all I want.
and I think he does. I mean, I love listening to his interviews.
I need
man.
some cockiness.
So mature,
I need cockiness.
and
I want him to think that I can throw the football anywhere on this field
his
at
arms
any time.
cockiness. It'll show you.
You know,
that.
that's what I want.
But
You got to have some of that.
I don't. I mean, our offensive numbers might not be what they were last year. They're not going to be much lower than they were last year. Though. I mean, the offense is not going to be the problem. I think you're going
You're replacing 2 first-round wide receivers. You got to
Yeah.
remember that. That's
Yeah.
part of that. You know?
One of the bigger issues for me is just trying to I guess replace what Jaden brought with his legs.
I think you just do that with running game, which we didn't use any last
Yeah,
year.
and you know that could be yes.
And Nussmeier's not a statue.
But he can move.
Yeah.
His
He can move.
scrambles aren't going to be for 40 yards.
No.
They're going to be for 8 or
And
9.
that was a big
and that's
part
all
of the
you
offense,
need.
though. That's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, it had to be a part.
And yes, we trust Josh Williams. John Emery is, John Emery. I think there's a lot of pressure on Caleb Jackson
Yeah.
because how much, even if Josh Williams has a good year this year, what is that? 400, 500 yards maybe?
If Josh has,
If Josh has 500 yards, you feel pretty good.
Yeah.
That's like 40 or 50 a game. Emery, I mean, if you really can't expect more than 3 or 4.
Emery's going to give you a 60-yard run in a game or something like that.
Yeah.
He'll have a breakout run
So,
eventually.
that's what I'm saying. And then you also got to factor in that you lost how many with Daniels? Like a freaking 1,000. He was
Yeah.
so many
1,200, I
yards.
think.
Well, and you
But-
also, college does the stupid stuff where if you get sacked,
Sack,
God,
you
I hate
lose it.
that.
I know.
so stupid.
But I mean, Caleb. I mean, I could see.
I mean,
Caleb,
I think Caleb's going to have 1,000 or really close to it.
and I'm okay with that. But also, instead of Jalen running it, Nuss is going to dump it off to Mason Taylor.
Or he's going to
Like,
try
I mean,
and fit it
that's-
into a window.
I mean, it's going to be dump off to your tight ends instead of a quarterback run.
he's
which
going
is-
to make up
I'm okay
from
with.
it. Yeah,
It's going to be just different ways
And-
you're going to get it.
And Jaden did have those times still where he never really forced anything because he knew I can run.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
we might see Nuss throw 10, 12, 15 picks
And that's
because
okay.
he doesn't really have the ability to just take
run
off and
80
run.
yards, yeah.
He just said, I got a big arm. I'm going to try to fit it in.
Right.
So, yeah, I think that's the biggest change I think we'll see offensively.
Right. I agree.
Because there's not much that has looked like Daniels in college football ever.
Yeah.
He had a literal one of one season, and we're going to now a guy that yes we have a lot of faith in, and a backfield that yes Caleb Jackson we have a lot of hope in, but it's a lot of new pieces. So that's another reason I'm kind of cautious against USC. But that O-line is just so good that you feel like that's going to take you.
They're
an
going to
edge
control the game. Yeah.
But it also just
Because
takes,
hey, you know what?
takes
USC's
one snap
doing
and
the
then-
same thing.
Yeah, it
They had
takes,
a new
takes one
quarterback.
snap though, and Dellinger's hurt, and then you've got a redshirt freshman center and a backup guard, and then you're a little fragile. Like you have weaknesses. So there's, I guess there's less room for error this year. Is a way to put it. But it is still very exciting. Caleb Jackson just has a lot of pressure, in my opinion. A lot of pressure. Anything else really with this offense?
No, I mean I hate
I'm
Trey Holloway's
excited,
going to
man.
miss the year, man.
Yeah.
That sucks.
What is the status going to be there in
So-
terms of
I mean, I'm assuming though. I mean, if he's still working out, he's still on campus. If this September court date goes like they're planning on, I mean, I don't get why he can't.
can he play in October?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why he couldn't.
Yeah.
I
He
mean, he's
can
not,
play the next day. I
he's
would
not
think.
getting to practice with the team, which I mean, not getting to learn. I mean, I'm sure he's got a playbook,
and
and
I'm sure he's staying in shape.
yeah, they're
so.
giving him things to do every day,
Yeah.
workout wise. So I mean,
And you're running the ball. There ain't that much.
yeah, hit see hole, hit hole.
He's
I
ran
mean,
enough in
yeah,
his life.
yeah, I mean,
he got a couple carries in high school.
just a few. I mean, so I would like
Crap,
to.
it's probably good that he's had 2 years off on them legs.
Yeah, I mean, really. But I'm excited. I'm ready to see the weapons
Yeah, I am
and
too.
see who flourishes, and man, it's gonna be fun.
It is.
It's gonna be really fun.
Freaking love football.
little bit on the shorter side. I mean, I'm kind of surprised it's only 40 minutes in, and we had an intro. But I do want to just cut it off there and then do the defense.
Yeah.
And hey, the shorter the number, the better, the more people that are going to watch.
That's right. Go Tigers.
Yeah, that's right.